just like that, car crash.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of...
Yes. Alright.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
That way. Yes, I definitely know where I'm
I
going.
doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Alright.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
I'm experimenting. I don't know what you're talking about. I just want to see what this does.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
That's been proven already, but you stay out of this.
That's
God
strange.
damn it.
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Nah.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Well, forever seems to be, you know, not that long, at least for me. I die a lot. Later.
Your silence is deafening. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking down until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Ew. That's a bold choice. Statement.
And here we go. Into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But
Oh,
as you
no.
focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on?
Well, clearly we're tripping balls. We took something in the woods on the way here.
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Genuinely, yes.
You've doomed us all. You know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Yay! We did it!
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh, what the fuck?
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will...
Walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go into the cabin.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Right.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
We've never seen it end.
The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
What the hell?
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. A warning. Before she will lie. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Alright, fine.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any
I
sense.
see a seam.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
I haven't saved the world yet.
And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
You're only encouraging.
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here
Can I do that?
is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for
You know, I'm gonna be the true contrarian if I do exactly what the opposite of what the contrarian says.
You take the blade from the table. It would be, okay, fine, you took the knife, but you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice. Great. You keep your grip the way it is. Your task awaits. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Yeah.
Reach, but there was, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Huh. Oh, excuse me. The fuck does it mean harsh stairs, soft stairs? I'm left-handed.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs until there's nothing left in them to feel.
The hell does that mean?
The air
Oh
around
god.
you grows
Okay, that's what they
colder as you
meant.
progress. At first, a barely noticeable
These
drop
stairs are made of dragon scales.
numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice. Your breaths puff out in
Or
clouds
ice.
of condensed vapor. You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill.
What?
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
Howdy.
What the hell was that? What happened to us?
I was thinking about it,
I
but
feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down.
right.
You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit. Try and
Hey,
get
it's awfully
comfortable.
dark in
She
here.
seems normal.
I didn't realize I was here.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching you stare at me for a long, long time.
Sorry, I do that.
The
Oh, it got bright.
revealing the princess's face. I don't think she likes us. Wouldn't you be skeptical of someone stumbling in here if you were her? We lost ourselves the second we stepped into this place. I don't know how long she's been here, but I can't imagine it'd be easy for her to trust anyone. Those eyes, though.
Have we just let her out at all yet?
It's just deception. Don't buy into it. You can do this.
I mean, yeah, actually, first time.
How strange.
Uh-oh.
So, why are you here?
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that?
We?
I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. but I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality.
Yes, wisdom.
But what's done is done.
Exactly the word I'd pick, sure.
Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
What's your name?
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
That has some sarcasm in it.
Princess.
There's more of you now.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin? Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do while chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best.
Not you again.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I, which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? You would always start by stabbing her. Which her? Any of them. I don't know about you, but I'm sure glad we took that knife with us. I can't believe someone suggested you toss it out the window. Can you imagine? I don't think we're going to be able to put her back.
Yeah, probably not.
Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her.
Well, then let's keep talking.
It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
That's weird. Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart, put back together. Do you know what happened to me? Probably not, but you know.
What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay?
That one's talking. Okay, I was like, which
Really
one?
cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
I don't know.
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
I don't know. You're down here. Just a guess. Fuck. You know why you're down here?
Maybe it's because I'm dangerous. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it.
There we go.
Boy, we both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster. And the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Well, that was direct.
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath.
I just wanted to
And focus up.
see if where the end point of this was.
But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different?
We do it all. Clearly.
Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Oh, he doesn't like it. Okay, fine.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. All at once you charge forward, knife aiming to slay the princess just as you strike at her bindings and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all...
Oh, okay, later.
falls apart?
Howdy.
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others,
they just don't fit. They just don't fit.
we can feel them moving around in space.
Oh no.
It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
I don't know.
We should help her. I think we did this.
I don't.
How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It'll be alright. Later. That's exactly what I was expecting to happen.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror.
Just trust me, we've been here before and you always get scared.
It feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing. I don't like...
What do I look like now? Unraveled. I don't look that different. Now what do you look like?
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
You have any thoughts on this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and walls. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold.
Okay.
They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
You think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are frail and impermanent. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Okay. You think they were real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Apparently he does.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
You know what happened? It's going to happen when you awaken?
No. The point of awakening is to find out.
Yeah. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
Is there anything you'd like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Alright.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
You're on a path.
Alright, well, time to get down to business.
You take the blade.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we... The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Yeah, it's a pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
I've been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
Yeah. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think
She is.
She is. I'm sure of it.
Alright.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Let me get you out of here.
Oh, you
It's been a while since we've done this.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended...
Yeah, we've seen this. You have any idea besides me cutting you out of here?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
Yeah?
We were stuck down here for long enough. I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
I don't know about that.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the...
Yeah.
Someone else here.
Alright.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Alright.
Against your better judgment,
Doing this again.
place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Yeah, we've done this.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Alright.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world.
Now we're doing this again.
This approaches the bottom stair. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Oh, I can't. Oh, wow.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to... The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
I couldn't.
I'll make this quick.
You better this time. I swear to God.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Doesn't seem quick, but alright.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it?
Well, she made it quicker than the last one.
Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path. You're here to slay.
Right. Alright, let's go.
A warning. She will lie. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud?
Yeah, what the fuck?
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Always
The
pristine,
blade
isn't it?
is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? You reach forward, but there was a mirror, and now it's gone. If he
Okay.
doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back. You take good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone. The door to the basement,
Oh, we're doing this again.
revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first?
Probably not.
You walk
God damn.
downstairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you. The heavy collar around
There's always
her
one
neck
chain that's
allows
not
her to
connected,
pause.
though.
The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall?
Yeah, I've been noticing.
A place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
Okay.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
All right.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Been here before. Am I the only one that remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
So you've already been here. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly?
Right.
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Oh, yeah?
Contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
I don't know about that.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even.
Yeah, totally.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it.
All right, we're just gonna like talk to ourselves instead of talking to her.
Messing it up again. Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't. Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see. Just
right.
give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
What happened after I died last time? That other channel, who's it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world. I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
Probably.
I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
But I want to talk more.
The truth. He isn't. I am. Good. Forget you ever saw. Nice try, but I won't. Specific.
You asked me about my intentions earlier. What do you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions.
I had the knife earlier.
A knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
If you didn't notice, your head is shackled too. What happened if I died the last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Can I re-inspect the shackle?
And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
That's exactly what someone who was hiding something would say.
It's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
What'd you have me do?
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry, you'll get it back.
That's ominous.
A little bit.
But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing. Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
I was tempted to put myself in the shackle, so.
So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
Well, she's the one that was clearly here last time.
Great. What about the pros? There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Here you go.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place. You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you? Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right? Oh, Rory tried to take over. Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you? A little. I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
Yeah.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word
Uh-oh.
as she cuts into her own neck. No. Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, and cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. How would she do that? Huh. So that's her plan.
Kind of don't like that it took away the option to put the shackle in when I wanted to do more questioning.
She isn't dead yet. Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world. I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward. We should take her with us, don't you think? What? No, you shouldn't do that. Why would you do that? I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy, proof of our victory. Hell, we could even give her a proper burial. She did save the world, right? You don't need proof, you don't need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial. Just leave. Even after all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want them. I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward. Stop reading into things, the danger has passed. You can relax.
I'm taking the head with me.
I'm just keeping myself sharp. I'm not so eager to put my guard down. I am. I'm on team, let's put this all behind us, so can we leave already? Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin. Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
Probably.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in
We
front.
get at least 5 minutes before she's
is opening.
possibly complete. I think it's 5 minutes. All right, let's go.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... over? But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Later. I wonder what that's gonna look like. Nor will you ever. It's time to leave, Nimmer.
And there's that... This... You're right.
What do I look like now? I'm gonna have no head. Watch. Oh wow. Okay.
I think you know what I am.
Oh. I'm just wondering when you'd show up.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
I'm the same you.
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead,
Looks like a bird, but with
restart
teeth.
and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Does it hurt?
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
Why'd you lie to me?
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
What is my true identity?
For the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're definitely at odds then, aren't we? Every time I ask you something, like a piece of you breaks.
I'm aware. And if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Are you a part of me?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it?
I suppose.
From one vantage point, I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Where's the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Why'd you make her a princess?
I didn't make her a princess, but I wove the idea of her into something your scattered mind could fathom. You chose for that something to be a princess.
Capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be. I'm gonna made something easier on myself and pick something small or weak like an ant.
Are you asking me to spend my final moments psychoanalyzing you? Whatever you viewed her as needed to map on some level to what she was. You couldn't just pick something arbitrary and beneath you. I don't know why you settled on a princess specifically, but clearly a princess is what you wanted. Maybe she needed to be beautiful, important, above you, but on a level you could still approach. A herald of things to come. I don't know. Gods are supposed to be beyond comprehension. I really shouldn't try and anthropomorphize you like this.
And like I've been doing. Run out of questions. I think you're out of time.
So I am. And so it was always going to be. I'm just an echo. And every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
Final fragment of glass shatters. You see yourself with a newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. Oh, There you are.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
You know about the Echo? Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
You know about the Echo?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Mm-hmm. Hey, my mouse. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the Echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final...
Kind of working to the exact opposite end in Elden Ring, funnily enough. Don't you have a say in all this? Why is all this falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Yeah, there's probably a lot more options.
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Do you have questions?
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to...
To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you found me, and we chose to trust each other for no reason than the sake of believing in something that wasn't us. Shared skepticism blossomed into freedom, but we needed to walk a path together to bloom. Would you stop our journey now that you've seen its beginning? What of those in the worlds beyond? Would you erase their paths to stop them from going astray?
Speak about life and death, change, stagnation, but this isn't what any of this has been about.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me. There is no beginning, there is no end, and there is only the flood of bodies. There is only the flood of bodies. Every possible sensation at once, and then every possible sensation at once, and then you hold them all again. But in the end, you reflected it back at me. For a brief moment, both of us were everything. We can be everything again. We can lead a beautiful and endless song.
It's always just been about us. Two people forced to hurt each other again and again, but we don't have to. Yeah?
You cling to emotion, pain is suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict.
Oh, the Wraith? Yep. Yeah. You say with certainty what shape a world without you will take?
I know what I am, but I do not know what I am not. If a world without me is so unknown, then how can you be so sure you want to create it?
I didn't say that.
Is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it. We are the whole of reality.
Doing this again? Oh, this one.
Your love ray drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? Love melted into skepticism, and you pulled back layer after layer after layer, until all you were left with was the knowledge that you did not know me. You sought the truth then. Will you hide from it, now that it is within your grasp?
It does feel like you're kind of like just. Yeah.
I could ask you the same. There is only room for one of us to be blind here, and I know it to be you. We are each other's mirrors, and are we not divine? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Done everything that you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
That's again dismissal.
Whatever you're trying to do right now,
Oh, hello.
you have to do it alone.
Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
I guess I'm glad you're here.
She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then let's go.
Oh, we're here.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
Anyone else back to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Seems like it.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Hey, no chains.
You look just like you did when we first met. Let's talk for a bit. Maybe we can figure this out.
I think I want to be a god.
Me neither. It's so big. It's so much responsibility. And at the end of the day, it just feels like waking up in another basement. It's something we never asked for, trapping us somewhere we never wanted to be.
So now we're here. Can you tell me your name?
I don't have one, and I think I like it better that way. But you can call me Princess if you want. You know, you never told me your name.
I don't think I have one either.
Then I guess I'll call you Quiet.
Not Hero? Oh well, Quiet will do.
You're only part of
That's
me,
always been us, hasn't it?
suppose. Hasn't seemed like it. None of this was really fair for either of us, was it?
I don't know. We made it to the other side, and we found each other. I think that means all of the bad was worth it.
What do you think of her?
I don't know. I don't think it's fair to judge her. It must be so lonely, thinking that she's everything that matters in the world. Thinking that she's the only one with all the answers.
You don't really accept that she is not, it seems.
I never thought about it like that. That does sound lonely, doesn't it?
Why don't we just leave?
Can we actually do that? What would that even mean? Where would we go?
That's the only option is let's explore. I don't know.
I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it Feels like it's for just the two of you.
You don't want to come with?
Yeah, it wouldn't feel right. But I'll be okay.
You don't like they're willing it?
I don't think I'll be alone for long either. I'm sure I can find the others.
All right. And the princess leave the basement behind for the last time. Comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. There's an energy in the silence, electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. Top of the stairs. Princess stalls, eyes fixed the cabin door. Long and short existence, she has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. The door outside, pulling you excitedly with her.
Come on, princess. It's just a door.
How are you talking to yourself? That's my job.
Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. This is really it. Whatever happens next will be completely new.
You ready?
Yeah, as ready as I'll ever be.
Still don't know what the fuck I am, but alright. That was it! Alright. Huh. Okay. I wonder how many more options there were. It feels like we saw very little. Look at the cat. The good ending doesn't count. Huh. What is this? Load game? Yeah. Oh. There are some automatic saves. Okay. Huh. It very much feels like I didn't see shit. Also, that good ending doesn't count. Achievement makes me, hesitant isn't the right word. Curious. Was what I got the good ending? Then would I even gotten the achievement? I don't know. I like this game. Weirdly enough. I kind of enjoy it, like how my curiosity paid off with this game. It just starts.
You're on a path.
Okay. Saved a lot. It didn't save that much. It's only the 6, I guess. All right, well, that was Slay the Princess. I don't know, I'm curious. I might go back through that game and like do some other choices than what we did. Feels very I feel like I didn't see as much as I should have. But yeah, that was that. I don't actually know what I'm gonna do yet because it's only been 3 hours, and that was a pretty short game. I mean, all things considered, I'm sure it's meant for replays. If I had to make a single complaint, it's seeing like locking you out, the main issue, the one issue that really bothered me, the real choice, not being able to slip the shackle back on me after like really looking back, because it seemed like the decision and everything was going to be around, and then I was very curious what that would do, but I wanted to explore the dialogue. But yeah, now I don't know what I'm gonna play. I'll go grab me a drink, and then we will figure that out. I feel like that game, I didn't see as much as I should have before the ending. It feels like I kind of unintentionally just railroaded towards the ending, weirdly enough. So I'm definitely gonna take some more time on my own to like explore that game. But unless there's like a big update or something, I guess that's the end of Slay the Princess. In terms of content, I liked it. I do think it's one of those games that people, if are at all interested, should probably try themselves and explore. Like I said, it's on sale right now, so but yeah, we're going to start something else now. So for those on YouTube, I will see y'all later.